when we lost, and I shared this a little bit, and I'm going to try to go quickly and move on because we have some more stuff that we want to share with you guys that God's put on our hearts. But I think about when we lost our first child. It was really hard, but God gave me, before we lost the first child, he told me that the relationship you wish you'd had with your father, I'm going to give you with your son. And then we lost him. He also shared with me, he gave me a dream or a vision about our children. He showed me 4 kids. 4 kids. Now, my wife, she wasn't in agreement with that. I'm going to be honest with you. She was thinking maybe 2. One, to be honest, was her total she would be happy with. 2 at the most. But God showed me more than he showed me 4 kids. He showed me a son. He showed me a son. That's how I knew our first child was coming that we lost was going to be a boy. We had his name, everything, you know? He showed me both our 2 boys. He showed me a girl, and he showed me a boy. And you're like, well, wait a minute. You have 5 kids. Well, there's more to that story, but I want to share this with you. He shared that with me before we lost our first child. And I think back at that, and I know it was a very hurtful, it was a hard time. And we were just like 2.5 years in, about 2.5 years in, right? That we started we started trying to have children. And man, that was a hard time. I honestly didn't know, because my wife went into it. I don't want to share, I don't want to tell all your business, but your business is my business, right? Because we won. Right. My wife struggled with depression, went into a dark depression. I don't think she was even bathing. And it was more than a couple days went by that she wasn't bathing. Real smelly, right? I'm making light of it because I don't want to just break down about how difficult that period was. But I remember, and it went by months, and I said to her, I said, Donnie, if this is where you want to die, then we'll both die here together. We're gonna stop it right here together. And I don't know.
I'm following him. So it's important that he has to follow God. But also, too, one thing that's really important that God has had to show me is that at the end of the day, I'm going to be held responsible and accountable for the decisions I make. So even though